Hello, third grade. We have one last math lesson before I'm back tomorrow. So let's jump into it because there are a couple things here that might sound tricky, but I promise they are not. We are doing 0 and 1 in division, okay? So let's say we have this problem. Let's say we have 4 divided by 4 equals blank. Well, that's actually really simple, right? If we have 4 is our big total and we're splitting it into 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's just 1 in each one, right? Pretty simple. That is really nice and easy. And if you skip counted 4, well, you just had one finger up. Now, what if we turned it around this way? 4 divided by 1 equals, well, now all we're doing, we have one group and we're putting our 4 dots in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that, there are 4. And we skip count, just really counting 1, 2, 3, 4. We get 4. That's super easy. So the other part of this is 0. 0 is the other tricky part. So let's look at this. If we have a problem like this, and I have 0 divided by 4 equals blank. Well, that means I have 4 groups, and that means I'm putting 0 dots into my 4 groups. Well, how many is in each group? 0, right? So if any time that you have the dividend being 0, then your answer is going to be 0 because you have 0 dots to start with, so you absolutely have 0 dots in each of your groups, right? So that makes perfect sense. Now, I want to look with you at a couple things on this paper right here. See, yeah, you can see that. So I want to help you out with this because every year third graders get tricked with this, and I am going to show you how to do it. So it says write 2 division facts for each problem, or for each picture. So first of all, we have, I think these are surfboards. So first of all, we have to start, remember, always with our big total. So first I'm going to start by counting up my surfboards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 surfboards total, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in both problems because I know for sure that's my big total. So then I have 6 surfboards, and how many groups did I split it up into? Well, I split my surfboards into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups. Divided by 6 equals 1 because there's 1 in each circle. Now remember, just like in multiplication, how you can turn the numbers around and still get the same answer, you can do the same thing with division, except you don't get the same answer, but you can still use the same numbers. So now, instead of having 6 divided by 6 equals 1, we're going to turn these answers, these problems around, these numbers around. Whoa, I'm having a hard time talking today. We're going to turn these numbers around, and we're going to put 1 here. 6 divided by 1 equals 6, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. So instead of turning the first 2 numbers around like we did in multiplication, now we turn the last 2 numbers around, and we have the same 3 numbers, but different problems. Okay, let's do this next one. Remember, we're going to start by counting up our big total of surfboards. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to start with 3. And then we have to see how many groups are there. 1, 2, 3 groups. And how many is in each group? There's just 1 in each group. So then all we have to do is turn those numbers around. 3 divided by 1 equals 3. Okay, just like that. Let's do the last one here together. Remember, we're going to count up our surfboards first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is our big total. It always goes first. Then we're going to see how many groups do I have? Well, I have 1 group. And how many's in that group? 4, of course, because that's how many there are altogether, and there's just 1 group. Then, remember, we can turn these numbers around. 4 divided by 4 equals 1. So remember, you can always just turn those last two numbers around and still use the same three numbers in that problem. Here on the back, you're going to draw a picture for each division fact. So remember, 7 divided by 1, so you're going to draw one circle and put your 7 dots in it. Here, 6 divided by 6, so you're going to need 6 circles, and then you're going to put your 6 dots into them equally. Here, you're going to solve these multiplication facts, division facts, and write a multiplication problem. So 8 divided by 8. Oh my goodness, how many times can 8 fit into 8? Let's skip count. 8, just one time. So my answer is 1. So if we then need to write a multiplication problem, 8 divided by 8 equals 1. Over here is our multiplication problem. How am I going to do this? Well, remember, we always multiply these last two numbers to see if it matches. So you're going to do just that. 8 times 1 equals 8. You're using those same three numbers to write your fact family, okay? You're just going to write the one fact family. It doesn't matter which order you put them in, because even if you change the order, you get the same answer. So you're going to do that for these. And then down here, you're going to solve these problems. And remember, if you have 0 dots to start with, you're going to have 0 dots in each of your 2 circles, right? That makes sense. Don't get tricked by that. And then down here at the bottom, you're going to subtract. My friends, this is very simple, subtracting. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can do this. Please do not get tricked by this, because you know how to do this. I would recommend you put up your fingers and count back. 17 minus 8, put up 8 fingers and count back. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Just count back and write your answers, okay? Don't overcomplicate it, don't overthink it. Just simple subtracting, put up your fingers and count back, okay? And that's your worksheet for today. 5.6. There you go. And I will see you tomorrow.